back to my channel. So if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you would have seen that I've posted these embellishments, and these are my fan fold hearts. And I had several people asking me to do a tutorial. So I finally made a little bit of time so that I can quickly show you how I created these. I don't know if there's an easier way, but I did do quite a bit of trial and error, and this is what's worked out for me. So for these, aren't they so super cute? They measure about 3 inches wide at the widest part of the heart and almost 3 inches tall. It's like 2 7/8. So these are some of the ones that I created. These black and red ones are not fully done yet, but I just wanted to go ahead and share with you guys how I created them. So of course, I'm sure if you've been to Target, you would have seen those in the Bullseye Playground, the dollar spot. And that's what inspired me to create these. So basically what you are going to need is a strip of pattern paper. Now, do not use anything heavyweight. I did try it with regular, I think I used Authentique paper from their 6x6 pad, and when I folded it in half, it basically cracked the paper and made the heart into 2 pieces. So this is actually, it's pretty lightweight. These are like the single sheets that you can pick up at Hobby Lobby. So I just found a couple of Valentine sort of prints, and that's what I use to make my fan fold hearts. So just make sure that you don't pick anything really heavyweight, otherwise it is going to crack. So this measures 3 inches wide by 6 inches. Now you will notice that there is directional pattern on this print. So I do want my hearts going this way, and just like this one, you can't really see it, but it says love all over the pattern. And basically, if I did it the opposite way of this, the love would have been upside down. So I hope that makes sense. So if you have any type of directional print like this, that there's a clear top and a bottom, you want to make sure that you cut the 3 inches wide and then the 6 inches long, okay? And then you basically want to grab something round. And this is just something in my stash. And you just want to, I don't know how best to explain this, because like I said, I did do some trial and error. This tin right here, if you guys want some measurements, it is almost 4 inches in diameter. And the top part here is 3 inches. So you want enough of a curve that when you bring the 2 ends together, when you're done, that it creates the, you know, the top portion of the heart. So you might have to play around with this depending on what's in your stash. So that's just the best way that I can describe it. But what I did was just basically lay this in the center as much as I could. This does not have to be exact, but you just want to butt it up, hope you guys can see that, to the very tip of one edge of the paper. And then go ahead and trace around it with a pencil, because you will be cutting that out. Because I was making multiples, after I found out what worked, I did go ahead and make myself a template. So this will come in handy so much if you're going to make a lot of them like I've been doing. So this is just 3x6, and then I did put the semicircle on each end. And if you want to get the exact same angle on both of these circles, just do one side, fold this template in half, and then cut the other side, matching up to the one that you first did. So I really hope that makes sense. If it does not, please leave me a comment and I will try to explain it a little bit more clearer. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my template. So I'm going to line this up and trace the top and the bottom. And it does not have to be exact. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. You can go ahead and erase your pencil lines, but since it's on the back, you're not even really going to see it. Okay, so that is what your piece of 3x6 inch pattern paper should look like. Now go ahead and grab your scoreboard. I'm just using the mini Martha Stewart scoreboard. And we are going to place our piece of pattern paper that we cut right up against one of those edges. So we are going to score at every 1/4 of an inch. Don't mind this score line, I messed up, but you won't even be able to see it when we finish. So every 1/4 inch. Just make sure that this is right up against that little ledge right there so it doesn't shift. So that is all your scoring on the long side. Now, to make it easier to fold in half, I'm going to go ahead and place this, I'm sorry, the short side. So we're going to place this with the long side, the 6 inches up at the top, and just score it in half. And that is just going to help when we are done accordion folding this to bring it up. So that is all the scoring. Now go ahead and accordion fold on these score lines and make sure on the ends that you are scoring a mountain fold. Okay, because you will see these edges if you do it the other way. So make sure it's a mountain fold, and that's going to be done on both sides. So go ahead and fold. And then as you can see, we ended on a mountain fold as well. So because I made a boo-boo here, I'm gonna make that the inside. Okay, so with that line in the middle that we had scored, just kind of gently work it. You're not gonna have a sharp crease of a fold here, simply because there are so many layers. So I just kind of work it and just make sure that when I fold that these 2 points in the middle come together. And then I kind of just squeeze the bottom here. And what I found is you're always going to have a gap at the bottom no matter what. So I just really don't worry about it. So you can use your bone folder. It's really not necessary. So you can see it taking shape. Now the last thing, well, one of the last things is we are going to go ahead and glue. You can use hot glue, wet glue, sticky tape, whichever one. And you don't need a lot. And then just make sure to match up these 2 points on each center. And with the wet glue, of course, you're going to have to wait a little bit for it to set. So I would just pinch it. You can also grab a binder clip and just keep it like that. It does not take a long time. I'm using the Nuvo glue this time, and this dries pretty quickly, just like my art glitter glue. So there we go. And then you can fan this out as far as you like. Some of mine are fanned out further than others. It's just whatever your personal preference is. Now, what I also found out back here is that sometimes, because my scoring wasn't perfectly, you know, 1/4 of an inch, this middle part sticks out. So if I want to use it as an embellishment, it kind of hinders that. So if you guys can see that little rocking. So what I did is I just normally cut just a little sliver, and this can be really messy. Just down to where you adhere the 2 ends together. And then that makes it lay a lot flatter. You can put something else back here to finish it on the back if you'd like. And I might do that on mine just so that I can put foam adhesive so that they can just be popped up on any type of card or project. And then go ahead and decorate it as much as you would like. For the first ones that I did, I just took a lot of my foam hearts that I have in my stash and just layered them. This is one of those acrylic pieces from Hobby Lobby. I love these. And this is actually a pick from Hobby Lobby. I just took it off of the pick. I just cut it off and just used the word love. And as you can see, it's glittery up here. So I just brushed on some wet glue and then just dipped it in various glitters that I have. Like these are done with some Martha Stewart black glitter. And before I did that, I did go ahead and ink around all the edges, just because I don't really like seeing white edges when there's color. So I really hope that helps. And if anything was confusing, please feel free to leave me a question or a comment down below. And hopefully you guys will try this out. These are really, really fun and somewhat addicting. So I would love to see what you guys make. Please go ahead and tag me on Instagram. That link will be down in the description box below. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone.